Hey guys, welcome to this week's vlog. I'm gonna film throughout the weekend because Roberto's here. Say hi.
Hi.
Roberto's here. He's gonna be here for the weekend. He leaves on Monday. So I just thought it was the perfect time to vlog throughout the weekend. Today we went to Ball Harbor. We had lunch at Makoto while he was just running a couple of errands, and I went shopping for a little bit. And now we're back home. We're gonna do like a raclette with my mom and my sister and my sister's friend, and then just the two of us. And we might go out later. I don't know. Maybe. We're like debating it.
Yeah.
Are we?
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. The going out.
Vote in the comments if we should go out. Ah, no, así no funciona, ¿verdad?
No, the going out is still in the plans. So I don't know. This is what I was wearing today. This top that I got at Zara yesterday, which I love. Caleb, say hi. Say hi. Say hi.
Wait, no.
He has like, he just had dinner.
Paso por darle besos.
Qué asco.
Guácala.
But yeah, so welcome to this week's vlog. Another very fun weekend vlog.
Yeah.
Más así. No, para otro lado. Tres más. There you go. Hi guys, it's the next day. Today's Saturday, so as you guys saw, we went to the beach with Roberto. We spent the whole day there. We woke up a little bit late, and then we just hung out there, chilled. I read my book. We went into the water. It was so freaking cold. He pushed me into the water, but it's fine. We had a really good day. We tanned. I tried tanning a little bit. I don't know if I'm actually tan. I'm more like a little bit red than tan. But we had a great day, and now we're on our way. It's 5 p.m. right now. We're gonna go to Rustic Inn, which is one of my favorite restaurants here. It's not the fanciest, it's not the nicest, bougiest restaurant, but that's my favorite. It's such a fun plan. I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is because I haven't told him yet either. It's gonna be a surprise, just because it's like more than just eating. There's like activities. I'm not gonna say anything else. But we're gonna go to dinner. It was supposed to be like lunch, but it's 5 p.m. now, so like late lunch, early dinner type vibes. And then it's far away. It's in Fort Lauderdale, so we're 40 minutes away from the place. And after, we're gonna go to Topgolf. Roberto loves playing golf. I don't like doing sports in general, but golf is like the sport that he does. So instead of actually going to play golf and just abandoning me, I was like, okay, let's go together. We'll play golf at Topgolf, which is more fun. So that's what we're gonna do later on. I think my parents and my sister might catch up with us later. They had a birthday celebration today, so that's why we've been just the two of us today. But yeah, I think they're gonna catch up with us later, maybe not. But as of right now, the two of us are gonna go to lunch, and then we'll go to Topgolf, and that was our Saturday. But I'll bring you guys to everything that we do. Roberto's being my cameraographer right now. I looked back on the video and I realized that I have orange fingers. That's just because I'm eating Takis. This is the only spicy thing I'll eat. I hate spicy. But
It's not spicy.
See, this is spicy.
Okay.
He's Mexican, so obviously it's not spicy for him. But for me, it's spicy. It's the only spicy thing I eat. But that's why my fingers are orange, because I'm eating these.
Cheeto fingers.
Cheeto fingers. Como fried calamari?
Fried alligator.
We're gonna have king crab legs. I'm gonna take my rings off because otherwise they'll be fishy. Dale, lo pones en el joint y lo partes con el martillo. ¿Sí entendiste?
No, en el joint,
al ladito.
así como está joint, ¿sí?
Sí, como los, ajá, ahí. Eso. Dale, papi. Dale, papi. Obviously, I'm at the spa again. Hi you guys, today's Tuesday. I think the last time I vlogged was Sunday. I didn't talk to you guys on Sunday, but I vlogged the whole day. I can't remember what we did. I think it was like beach and just spa. We had brunch at the beach club. We hung out by the beach. I tanned a little bit, took a nap, went in the ocean with Roberto, and then I think we went to the spa, had dinner, watched a movie with my parents. Very typical chill Sunday for us. And then yesterday at the office, Monday, was just crazy, so I didn't even pick up my camera. But now today's Tuesday. Last night I had so many things to edit and so many things to film that I didn't do throughout the weekend. Just with Roberto being here, I always fall back behind in work, which I should probably work on that, not falling behind just because I'm doing a lot of things. But I did fall behind in like editing and things like that. So I spent all of last night just catching up with work and things that I needed to get done. So I went to bed super late. This morning I could not wake up to go to the gym for my life. So I just did a really quick like 20-minute workout because it's pretty late right now. It's almost, I think it's like 9:30 or something like that. And I want to go to bed early, like in an hour max, so I can actually wake up early tomorrow, go to the gym, get my routine back up and started. So right now I'm going to do like my Sunday reset type of thing, which I normally do on Sundays, but Roberto was here on Sunday. He left Monday morning at 6 a.m. His flight was at, what time was his flight was at 5:30. We woke up at 3:30 actually. It felt like a dream that he left because I was just half asleep. So I would just want to get back into routine, catch up with sleep, but also do like my Sunday reset. So I'm going to do skincare, face mask, wash my hair treatment, eye patches, whitening strips, everything, shower, read my book, drink my tea, and go to bed early. So I'm going to bring you guys with me to do all of that. Little Sunday reset on a Tuesday night, but at least I'm doing it. It makes me feel so much better when I just mentally reset myself for the week. Hopefully it's not too late to do that. So let's just get started with it. I'm gonna take a shower, wash my hair, and then I'll show you guys everything that I do. All right, you guys, I just got out of the shower. I washed my hair and I put in all of the products that I usually do. Let me know if you guys want a like hair care routine. Now I'm gonna do my skincare. I always start out with Grande Lash. This is my eyelash serum. I've been using this for years and it does make your eyelashes grow so long. The like kind of like downside that I've noticed to it is that because it actually works and it makes your hair grow, I started growing like hairs here, which now I need to go get them like laser removed because I would rather have long lashes than not have mini baby hairs there, but it works like magic. So eyelash serum, and then I go in with this eye cream that I got in Japan. It's by this brand. I don't know if you can get it off of Amazon. Hopefully you can, because I don't know what I'm gonna do after when it runs out. It's Korean skincare. I did get it in Japan, but it's Korean skincare. They sell a lot of Korean skincare in just Japan and like all over Asia. So this is like anti-wrinkle cream, and I've been freaking out about wrinkles recently. So I do this. I've been using it for like, when did we get back from Japan? Like 4 months ago. I really like it. And then I will go in with The Ordinary. This is their hyaluronic acid. I switch up between this one by The Ordinary and then the hyaluronic acid by the Inkey List. And I just do 1 drop on each side, 1 drop on my forehead. This is your sign to start taking your skincare seriously. I used to be the type of girl that would just like take her makeup off with a makeup removing wipe and then go to bed. Like that's all I did. Makeup off, go to bed, and like my eyelash serum. But I never used to do like moisturizers and serums and things like that. And recently I got really into skincare, and let me tell you, it makes the biggest difference on your skin, obviously, but this is your sign to take your skincare seriously. I barely wear any makeup now to go to the office or things like that, and my skin is just glowy. It looks great. Just take your skincare seriously. Now I go in with the Rhode Skin. This is their barrier butter. I always call it butter barrier, but it's their barrier butter. It's the moisturizer that just came out. It's super thick, as you can see, really hydrating. I absolutely love this. It's new. Like I said, they just launched it, so I've been trying it out ever since they did, but it's really good. Before I used to use their other moisturizer, which is like the peptide moisturizer, something like that. But Rhode Skin in general is just so good. So I do that, and then I go in with the Rhode Skin, the milk, glazing milk. I like sprinkle it on my face like this. And then just rub that all over. I do prefer going to bed looking like a glazed donut and super oily and moisturized, and you wake up so nice and fresh in the morning. And then the last thing I do is this Kiehl's. Kiehl's, is that how you pronounce it? I never knew how you pronounced it. Kiehl's Ultra Face Cream. Grab like that much, because I already have a lot of things on my face, just for extra moisture. If you have oily skin, don't shy away from moisturizer. When I was a teenager, I had really oily skin, and I never ever put moisturizer on my face just because I thought it made it greasier, but that has nothing to do. Like, it won't make your skin oilier. Just try to go for like a water-based moisturizer, but you should moisturize your face, because something that I read once, or like somebody said, was that if you don't moisturize your face and you have oily skin, it's so dry, like so dried up, that it has to produce oil to keep it moist. So ever since I started putting on a lot of moisturizer, my skin is barely oily now. So that's it as far as like skincare. Now what I'm gonna do is eye patches. I'm gonna leave those on while I blow dry my hair. And then I'm gonna do this like face mask. They're the bio, I'll show them to you guys. It's the ones that you've seen on TikTok that you go to sleep with and they like soak into your face. I recently got them. I haven't tried them out, but I always love doing just like a very deep hydrating face mask during like my Sunday resets. But eye patches I will do every single day. So I'm gonna grab those really quickly and blow dry my hair. All right, you guys, I have my collagen face mask on. I did some heatless curls. This is my first time trying these out. They're with socks. I saw some girl on TikTok do them, so I'm gonna see how they turn out in the morning. but I'm pretty much done with my nighttime routine. I also made myself some tea. It's not early, it's midnight. I don't know how I ended up again going to bed super late. I was talking to Roberto, and obviously with like filming and everything, things just roll a lot slower. But it is midnight, so I'm gonna go straight to bed. You sleep with this face mask on, so I am gonna go to bed like this. Hopefully I will wake up looking like Sofia Vergara in the morning, but that's pretty much like everything that I do when I want to like Sunday reset. It's honestly just a lot of self-care, making myself look and feel good for the rest of the week. But yeah, it's time for bed. I didn't make it to the 10:30 p.m. bedtime. We're a little behind schedule, but anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow morning.
I don't know what to do. I think he's just I had an exam tomorrow just and like freaking out. We broke up last night. I'm pretty sure she was talking shit about grades. I don't want to do for my bed today. But they make fun of me. I will feel bad in time and change things. And yeah, that's what I would do. Just don't quote me on that.
All right, you guys, it's the next day. Let's get into the advice segment. Today we're talking baby steps, big dreams. And if you're new here, that's the collection of episodes where we talk about high school, college, your career, motivation, discipline, just building the life that you want in that sense, grades, things like that. If you've been here before, you know the collection. You can always find all of the episodes for this category or for all of the 4 categories on our website. It's linked below. But let's just get into it. The DM that I'm going to talk about this week that I got relating to this category, it says, "Hi, Gabby. I absolutely love your content, but especially the advice segment on Don't Quote Me on That. And I was hoping that you could help me with something. I'm a senior in high school and college applications are coming out soon. I applied to an early decision school, but I'm also waiting for other ones to come later on the year. I'm just struggling because I really want to get into the school that I applied to for ED, but I'm really scared that I don't because it's my dream school and I also don't want to disappoint my family. I'm just freaking out because I don't know if I'm going to get in. So what would you do?" All right. College applications stress and disappointing your parents. Trust me, very familiar territory for me. College applications was probably the most stressful time of my life other than graduating from college and like figuring out what I was going to do after. And disappointing my parents is also something that has always throughout my life stressed me out. So I got you. If you're a senior in high school, this is for you. But also what I'm going to say applies to if you're applying to a new job, if you're applying to college, if you're transferring schools and you really want to get into this other school, whatever the case may be for this new transition, this new thing that you apply to and want to get into, it'll help. But especially for my high school seniors who are about to get into college, who are about to get their decision letters, by the way, really excited for you. It's going to sound cringy, but you're going to get into the place where you're supposed to get into. Listen, I know that there's this dream school that you want to go to, and hopefully that's the place that you end up in. And like, I'm rooting for you, you know, like hopefully where you apply to, that's where you're going to get in. But I've literally seen some of my friends when we were applying to college, some of my friends got into these like really, really tough schools, like Ivy League schools, and then would get rejected from like easy, super easy, like huge acceptance rate schools. So when applying to college, 2 plus 2 is really not 4. Like schools have to, like it's a whole, you know how they say like holistic application? That's true because colleges, for example, they can't have a lot more guys than a lot more girls or more girls than guys. Like they need to make it as 50-50 as possible. They need to include people from all nationalities. They need to, you know, like schools also have certain like things that they need to meet, if that makes sense. Like they can't accept a whole class of people from the US, or they can't accept a whole class of Latinos, or they can't accept a whole class of just females. So schools have to meet like certain standards and like requirements when accepting students. So it's really not 2 plus 2 equals 4. I had this one friend, genius, literally got like a 1485 or something in his SAT. Like so smart, took so many APs, got like straight A's throughout high school, and he got rejected from like his dream school. But then he ended up going to Boston University and he absolutely loves it. And when I talked to him about it, because the school he got rejected from was Stanford, I asked him, I was like, do you think you want to transfer to Stanford and like try applying again? Or do you think that like that would have been a better fit for you? And he was like, absolutely not. Like I was meant to go to BU. And anybody that you talk to, most people, because some people do transfer schools and that's okay if you want to transfer later on. But most of us will tell you like, I ended up at the perfect school for me. Like going to this school was the best thing for me. And it's exactly where I was supposed to be in terms of what you're studying, in terms of the people that you meet, in terms of the city that the school is in. It just fits right. For example, Babson, when I applied to Babson, if you're new here, I went to Babson College in Boston. When I applied to Babson, it was never my dream school. I never had a dream school, to be honest with you. Like when I had to apply, I was like, I have no idea where I want to apply. And as soon as I saw Babson, I had this like feeling inside me. I was like, wait, like this feels right. Like for some reason, this feels right. And it was probably not the school that my parents thought about. I don't think my parents knew what Babson was until I told them. And I was like, by the way, it's the second best college in the US. They had no idea what Babson was, but they ended up falling in love with it. So did I. And it was definitely the best place for me in terms of my career. The things I learned at Babson is exactly what I wanted to learn. So I ended up at the right place. My sister right now, she's applying to college and she's also freaking out. She's like, what if I don't get into the school that I want to get into? What if I have to go to like a different city and I don't want to? And I'm like, dude, if you got rejected from that dream school, one, it's for so many factors that played into it. It's not necessarily how smart and capable you are. Like there's so many factors that could have played into it. But trust me, and this is where you have to trust not me, but trust like the universe a little bit as a whole of saying like, if I got rejected, it's because I wasn't meant to go there. And if you get in, it's because you were supposed to go there. Obviously, it comes to like a little bit of now it's your decision. If you get into multiple schools, that's where like you got to pick. But for the girl that DM'd, she applied to an early decision school. If you're not from the US or you're not applying to school yet, that means that you can apply like a little bit earlier. And if you get in, you have to go there. But if you don't get in, then you have like your regular application decisions where you can apply to like multiple schools. And then if you get multiple yes from different ones, then you have to pick. But if you get into your early decision, it's because you were supposed to go there. If you get rejected from it, maybe you weren't supposed to go there. Maybe it just wasn't the school for you. And it's really not about anyone else other than you. I always struggled with that a little bit, like I said, with like disappointing my parents and just not going to a school that they would be like proud of or that they saw me in. And that's why I always put like a lot of academic pressure during high school, during college, like getting straight A's, things like that, because I never wanted to disappoint them. And now in my career, I still sometimes think like, oh, what if I do disappoint them? But you shouldn't be worried about anyone else. You should be worried about disappointing yourself. You should be worried about you. It's about you. It's about no one else. You're not racing against anyone else. Your parents already lived their lives. Your parents already went to college. Your parents already made the decisions that they made. Your parents already have their life built and set. You're building your life. So never ever, and this would be my advice to you, don't do anything to please other people if it's not pleasing you. Because at the end of the day, this is your life. And if you go to a school that you don't want to go to, if you apply to this job that you don't want to, just because that's what your parents want, or just because that's what other people expect from you, you might end up hating it and you might end up just wasting your time and your potential and your years trying to like build this life and go to this school and get this job for others other than for you. And it's really just about you. You have this one life. Don't make the mistake of building the life that other people want for you. Build the life that you want for you. What are your goals? What do you want to do when you grow up? That's the real question. How do you see yourself in 10 years? And what are the things that you need to do to get there? What are your goals? You shouldn't be asking anyone else what job, what school, what career,
anything that you should do. It's your life. Do it for you. Because if you don't, you're not going to be satisfied. You're not going to be happy. Here's a very quick example. My uncle, he always loved comics, and that was his thing growing up. Just comics, absolutely loved it, his passion. And if you would have asked him when he was a teenager and in college, like, what do you want to do when you get older? It was having like a comic brand. I don't even know what you would call that, but like, you know, like Marvel, like owning like a comic company, basically. That would have been his answer. But what did my grandpa want him to do? My grandpa wanted him to go into real estate and into like business for real estate, because that's what my grandpa did. So what did my uncle do? He went to business school. And then after business school, he worked at my grandpa's company and worked in real estate and in development. And now he's 40 something, and he started his comic company because that's what he always wanted to do. He was never going to be fully happy working in real estate and construction because that's not what he wanted. That wasn't the life that he wanted to live. He was doing it to please my grandpa. He was doing it not to disappoint my grandpa. But at the end of the day, now that he's 40, he's realized, like, this is my life. Like, I get to live this one life. I better be as happy as I can and as fulfilled as I can. So he started his comic company, and it's doing really well. And even if it wasn't doing really well, he's really happy. You know, that's his passion. That's what he loves to do. And he has the right to do what he loves to do. So don't focus on where your parents want you to go to college. Don't focus on where your parents want you to live and work and the career that they want you to have. They already lived their life. If they wanted to be architects, that's up to them. They should have been architects. If they wanted to be chefs, they should have been chefs. But what do you want? Where do you want to go to college? Don't be scared that if you don't get in, they're going to be disappointed in you. They should be really proud of you regardless of where you get in, especially if you get into the place where you want to go to. For like the longest time, I was scared that if I started doing content creation, that was going to be a little disappointing for my dad, just because I don't think he sees it as like a very serious thing or like that you can build a career off of it. Obviously, I don't have a career off of content creation. That's not a thing yet. Hopefully it will become a thing. But I was scared to start doing it because I was like, he's not going to approve of that. You know, like if I told him, hey, I'm a full-time content creator, like this is what I do for a living, I don't think he would have been really happy about that. I think he would have wanted like a more, I don't know, serious, like medicine, architecture, law type of career. But eventually I realized like this is really what makes me happy. Like filming, editing, posting things. I really like that. It makes me really happy. And he already lives his life. What makes him happy is being a doctor. And that's why he studied medicine. What makes me really happy is making videos and content creating. So I'm going to do what makes me happy. Hopefully I can build a career off of it. If I don't, it's just going to be a hobby. But regardless of whether it works out or not, I'm still going to do it just because it's my life at the end of the day. And when I am 80 some, 90 some, and I'm about to die and I'm looking back at my life, I want to think, okay, I did everything that made me happy. I lived the life that I wanted to live. I tried my hardest and I pushed for the things that really fulfilled me and the things that I'm really passionate about. I didn't live the life that others expected from me. And like I said, you're just never going to be really happy if you try to people please all the time. Please yourself. And hopefully you get into the school. I'm really rooting for you. I hope that you get in. To all of my seniors, I really hope that you get into where you want to go. But if you don't, a closed door just means that another one's going to open. If you can't open a door, don't try to break it and like pick the lock and like force yourself through it. It's closed. It's a closed door for a reason. Just keep walking in the room. There's going to be another door that opens with ease, and that's the one that you were supposed to cross. Don't force it. Don't like break the door. But really, if you don't get in, just trust that it's for a reason. Rejection is just redirection. You're going to get into where you're supposed to. That school that does accept you, that's where you're meant to go. And life is not a straight line. There's not a single path that you have to follow. Some people do go to a school that's the one that accepted them, and that's where they ended up going. And then when they get there, they realized it wasn't for them, and they transferred schools. And that's okay too. Everything is okay. Everyone's story is different. Don't look to the side, look to others, think like, oh, he got into his ED, like, and I didn't, I'm behind, or I'm failing, or she went to that school and she didn't transfer, she loved it, but I'm transferring, so I made a mistake and I'm behind and my credits are, like, don't look to the side. Look behind. Look at all the things that you've accomplished. Look at your life. Focus on you. Everybody else should focus on them and build their lives and do their thing. And you do your thing. So don't seek other people's approval. Don't be scared to disappoint other people. Your parents shouldn't be disappointed in you if you don't get into that school that they wanted you to. They should just be happy that you're going to the place that is meant for you. And they should also understand that. But even if they are disappointed, just try to ignore it a little bit, as much as you can, honestly. Because like I said, it's your life. And I stand really firmly. And I really believe that it's your life. And you should do whatever fulfills you. And if they do reject you, the school that you really wanted to, it's just because you're not meant to go there. But like I said, don't look to the sides. Don't look at what other people are doing. Just focus on you because you're doing great. Everything does really work out in the end. And you'll see it afterwards. You don't notice it in the moment. In the moment you think, oh my God, I got rejected. It's the end of the world. And then when you go to this other school and you absolutely love it and you realize like, this is where I was supposed to go to, you'll get what I'm saying. But when you get that rejection letter, it doesn't feel that way. Just trust that once everything passes, as time goes on, when you're on the other side of it, that's when you realize that it happened perfectly and it worked out the way that it was supposed to. So that was it for this week's episode in Baby Steps, Big Dreams. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog with Roberto and everything. And I will see you guys next week for less of a weekend vlog, more like a weekly vlog. What I do on my everyday in terms of work and the office and things like that. So I will see you guys next week. I love you. Bye, guys.